Thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Zize quality paint. Zize quality paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zize quality paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on their request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NT Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and Simple Bridge opposite Marco Plaza. Zize quality paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777 366 142 or 0770 496 273 or +121 772 08858. Think Zize, think quality.
Spicy love, what's next?
A new Liberian restaurant and lounge with tasty Liberian and Afro-Caribbean cajun is opening in Morton, South Jersey this spring. The name is Sasa Bean. Sasa Bean is located at 300 East Braintree Road, Morton, New Jersey 08053. Sasa Bean specializes in ethnic Liberian, Afro-Caribbean, and Southern cuisines. We are 25 minutes drive from Philadelphia, 40 minutes drive from Wilmington, Delaware, 30 minutes drive from Trenton, 30 minutes drive from Bristol, and 20 minutes from Burlington, New Jersey. At Sasa Bean, we have a private lounge area for private parties and private and corporate meetings and events. Sasa is hiring for both full-time and part-time employees. The pay rate ranges between $16 to $22 per hour. Contact us today for all your bookings and reservations on 609-468-4232. That's 609-468-4232. Sasa Bean Restaurant and Lounge, a place with tasty dish and comfort. Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, non-profits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Don't tada, don't tada.
Hey, look at that fun car there. Hey, man, I really want back car.
Look at the woman who won't back eye.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, how are you?
I'm not okay. Something really confusing me.
What is it?
Lately, I see too many brands of cars on the road. Different one too. What if I want to buy a special brand of car? Where do I go?
You mean information minister?
I beg you.
Well, I don't know about the other brands of cars, but I heard Sika Motors have been operating in Liberia since 2013, and they are the sole distributor of all Toyota vehicles. What's unique is that they gave you 3 years warranty of all vehicles, and parts are readily available and very affordable.
Oh, really?
Well, you don't know. I will lie to you. If you are looking to buy any one of these brands of vehicles, just head straight to Sika Motors, UN Drive, and Seontown, Bushra Island. Or better still, you can email them on sikamarketing@cfao.com.
All right, thank you, Sika Motors. You will see me soon.
Sika Motors, your number one authorized dealer of Toyota.
My people, hello.
Hello.
Have you guys heard the latest news in town?
No.
What happened?
And what's the latest news?
Sika Motors have added a new brand of vehicle to their vehicle lines. and it is called Mitsubishi. It comes in pickups, SUV, and trucks. Hell, but that's someone who's coming from Sika Motors. And you know, we all running all the time, carrying heavy loads, and most times we spend money on other carriers, right? Yes, my man. Then listen carefully. I heard Sika Motor Mitsubishi vehicles are very strong, sophisticated, pleasing designs, durable, extremely comfortable, and most importantly, they come with upgraded features which allows you to drive smoothly on damaged roads in both rural and urban areas. And this could lessen your expenses on spare parts. Oh yeah, that's true. But that's not all. Yeah, you're listening. Sika Motor also have spare parts for all their vehicles they are selling. So it won't give you hard time to go look from garage to garage, from spare parts store to spare parts store. Yes, so you have heard all. You can now get stronger and comfortable Mitsubishi pickups, SUV, and trucks from Sika Motors. They are located on UN Drive and Seontown, Bourgeois Island. Their email is sikamarketing@cfao.com.
For more information, you can contact Sika Motors on 0775-987758 or 0881-937000.
Sika Motors.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Wonderful Tuesday morning, the 16th day of the 5th month AD 2023. Well, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are monitoring us from and the time there in your area code. So let me say it's a pleasant morning from here in Central Monrovia, to be specific, at our office here on Lane in Kerry Street. It's good to be back here with you guys this morning. So we have a loaded plate here this morning to look at. We have several things to dive into, and we have Martina Kunate and Sylvester Teves Nat. Sylvester will be joining us for some time here on the show. So when you see him, don't be surprised that he's here with us. He will be with us from time to time. Darlington will be with us tomorrow. So it's going to be a full team here on tomorrow. So folks, good morning. Let me begin with Martina. Good morning. How you doing from your end, Martina? You have to unmute yourself.
Good morning, Boyka. Good morning, Travis. Good morning to our many listeners in and out of Liberia.
Good morning, Teves. Good morning.
Good morning, Boyka and Martina. It is a pleasure being on this platform. And I must appreciate the team for the past time, the work you've been doing marvelous work. And it's a good thing to join this team to give our people what they deserve. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that's the team for today, and we have guys who have a few things to look at. The CPP convention ended in Nimba County. Cummins is still in search of a running mate. He have knocked a lot of doors, but some have turned him down. And the Nyomblies, Dillons, and Liberty Party of faction endorsing endorsing Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai. Those are a few things that we will look at, and yeah, like we said, few more. I can say a week and a half from now, Herman Pedro Costa will be speaking to the Liberian people. That's according to him. The last time I had him here on the show, he said in 2 weeks, but we are gone few days now. So a week and a half, he will be speaking to the Liberian people. But let me start up with uh, the issue about the um, the CPP. CPP held a convention in Nimba County over the weekend. They went there. A lot of people were, named to serve various positions. Those that will be going for the senatorial positions in various counties. Those that will be going for the representative position in various districts, and other people. So on that day, Mr. Cummings was to announce his running mate. But according to Horatio Good, the constitution of the Alternative National Congress says the running mate to the standard bearer of the political party should be named in that person's home county. So everybody was eyeing Charlene Bronskin to be named over the weekend. But the party gave Mr. Cummings another 14 days to go about selecting a running mate, and then coming back to let the Liberian people know who that person is, and he will name that person between the 27th to the 29th of this month. So 14 days grace period was given to Mr. Cummings to do that. But others are saying Charlene Bronskin told Mr. Cummings that she would need to go and consult with her family because, Charlene is contesting for the district number 3 position in Grand Bassa County. And people are saying she's the favorite now in that district. So letting go of her ambition to becoming a representative and contesting as a running mate to Mr. Cummings, even though there is no hope of them winning the election. That's another thing. So she told them that she have to go and consult with her family and come back and let them know that, oh, this is what they have come up to. But the name Besonga Finley too is also in a picture. Henry Yala too is in a picture. Up to now, Mr. Cummings haven't decided yet because since Charlene told Mr. Cummings that he haven't decided yet on whether he will settle down again for Charlene or Henry Yala or Besonga Finley. So those are the three names on the lips of Liberians. So we'll kick start from there. Teves, you follow every bit and pieces of the happenings in Nimba County. What's your perspective?
Well, thank you. And let me say this: I'm going to be a bit objective, and when it comes to these kind of a discussion, because it is a glaring fact that everyone knows that I do have a side, but when it comes to these kind of a discourses, the people must be informed exactly what it is. And let me first start by saying that the ANC remains one of the organized political parties in our country in terms of its workings, the procedures in which they go through in making sure that their activities are held. And I followed their convention in the map via the Facebook and witnessed almost all of the series of happenings that occur. But that convention squared, everyone was like hoping that Kumi names his running mate. That was the intent because Kumi being endorsed as their standard bearer is something. It was an open secret, right? Everyone knows that Kumi remains the arrowhead of the party. Kumin will be contesting on the party's ticket at the Senate bearer, at the Senate bearer. But the fact that everyone was glued to the issue about Kumin naming his running mate was what people were, were clinged to in terms of getting that particular information. But unfortunately, the former chairman of the ANC president of Council of Gu came with a motion and asked the convention committee that there should be an extension of 2 weeks, that it would be the 27th, that the candidate, that the person that Cummings will be naming should be given the upper time to have that particular mobilization aspect carry on, because they want to carry that particular person in the county. We saw on Facebook, on a lot of places that people felt discouraged because people were waiting to see who Cummings would be. And one of those names that were high on the agenda is Charlie Bronskin. Charlie Bronskin. And it shouldn't be a surprise that Charlie Bronskin will be named as Cummings' running mate. Charlie Bronskin has what it takes to be a vice president. She is studious, she is experienced, she's somebody who commands respect. So for me, I would say we'll wait and see what Cummings does from now to the 27th. But for me, I think among the three names, Aaron Yada, Charlie Bronskin, and that of Benson Finley, I think Charlie Bronskin sits in that precious seat that Cummings can look away and choose her to be his vice president. Because
Yeah,
looking at
let's look at her ambition. People are asking her not to let go of her ambition, even if she want to come into the political arena. There should be a way, but not in this form and manner, because you have an ambition and you are close to winning your target, but now you are letting go of it because somebody asks you to go as running mate to them. Even there is no hope of you guys winning the presidency. If you guys win, that's fine, but you can see the light and you know that this is what's going to happen, but you are jeopardizing your political future for something else.
if you say they are not seeing a lot, I don't know from which perspective are you speaking. Because who knows, right? Kumi has been working until the number come out, and after the 2023 election, to know who came first, to know who came second, and to know who came third. But to just outrightly say they're not seeing the light, you don't tell, bro. The people are working. Every other single political party, they are working. So until that happens, because it lies within the purview of Charlie Bronsky, either to accept going for her representative post or going to take the request made by Mr. Cummings to go as his running mate. And, so it lies within your purview. Which one she chooses, that's it. But I think for me, she's qualified, she's experienced, she's somebody who commands respect in Liberia and outside. For me, if I were her, I would have taken on the request made by the Zana coming to go as running mate to him. For me, I don't see a problem with it. She controls her ambition. She knows what is good for her. She knows what she wants. And it allows of me a purview. So now at this stage, I'm also looking at it as a level playing field, right? The international community will be watching. Nobody here will rate the election. So Kumi is doing his work, hoping that he can win. Joseph Boaga is doing his work, hoping that he can win. George, we are also doing the work that hoping he can win. So we're not underestimate anybody. Anybody can win this election. So if Charlie Bronsky goes with Alexander Cummings, there's a possibility that Alexander Cummings will win and Charlie Bronsky becomes the next vice president of the country.
Okay, Martina Konate, you want to come in there?
Well, I got my take on this whole issue. Let me speak on the issue of Charlie Bronskin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Bronskin, maybe she might be part of politics because of her father, but for her to surface is this year politics that she really surfaced campaign period, and she even talking about contesting. Boy, God, nobody want to go to election and lose the election. Charlie Bronskin already seeing the weight from the Alexander B. Kumisa. You understand? She know what about to happen. And Charlie Bronsky, you saw Charlie Bronsky. I don't know when she was launching some kind of program she had in beginner. You saw the crowd that she put. Charlie Bronsky, there's no doubt that Charlie Bronsky going to lose in district number 3 in Grand Bassa County. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Charlie Bronsky going to win if she contests as representative in district number 3, Grand Bassa County. She going to win, and nobody can stop Charlie Bronsky from winning. She get the numbers, she get it. Constituents, supporters are ready to let her, and I think she looking at that side too. Instead of her going for a VP position that she's know very well that they are not going to win, and then she leaves her ambition because she want to be a VP, and at the end of the day, when she lose, she don't have no position to serve. I think she's looking at that too. And Boyka, you know, this is one of the things that when we talk, the people say, oh, Martina, like that. No one is perfect. I'm not praying for perfection because nobody is perfect. All the messengers that I came on earth, nobody is perfect. But to see a Alexander B. Cummings and the folks from ANC trying to settle down, putting the name of Passport Gafine among those VPs pick, it just tells us that politicians only after their self, not even Liberians, not even their country, only their self they after. But no serious manner society will think about rebranding a character that Gbesanga Fini. But we all know what Gbesanga Fini did in this country, especially when it comes to our passport business. But Liberian finding it difficult to travel today, all thanks to the job we are government and the likes of Gbesanga Fini. When Gbesanga Fini was minister to foreign affairs, the Arabs tolerance then I came here, what they said they were investor, what they gave our diplomatic passport to them, what they paid $1 million. Gbesanga Fini was the minister back then. He was the one who cracked the deal along with George Mane. We are in some folks within the government. How were Alexander Cummings that telling us that he Mr. Clean, that telling us about change, will settle down for a character like Gbesanga Fini? But that's why you see me, I don't balance. I support you today. I see you doing the wrong thing. I withdraw my support because I look at my country and my people first. But unfortunately for us, we that mean well for our country and our people, they see us as an enemy. But in due time, they will realize that everything we're doing it in the interest of our country and our people. How will Alexander Cummings are talking about change every day? Think about even putting Gbesanga Fini name on his VP list. What that show, what the message is sent out there to the ordinary people. But unfortunately, election period, it used to happen to me. 2005, 2011. So Captain read, I'll put my hand in the air, I put my foot in the air, I put my hand down. And I think it's straight again. But at least I tell God, take you to the 17, I will think it's straight. And this election, I'm going to remain focused. I'm not going to be part of that people. You know, sometimes people feel where the cry is, not everywhere cry is immediately doing the right thing. Sometimes you see the people gather on the wrong thing, but it'll be few people that will stand up for the right thing. Few people that will stand up for the right thing. For a Mr. Cummings that talking about change, will think about putting Gbesanga Fini on his VP pick. It's so much shocking, boy. I don't even know how to say it. But we wait to see who he pick, and we wait to see who Gbesanga Fini support this election.
Okay, so but let's look at the political capital that first of all, Charlene will bring to the table of the CPP. Charlene is well known in Grand Bassa County based on her father's past records. And she's standing there in Grand Bassa County is the only place that she's well known. Where next? Which county that Charlene can bring over to the CPP? Then people can say, yes, this is the person that, apart from Grand Bassa County, apart from some part of Grand Bassa County, she go low far, people know her there. She go to the other county, people know her there. Teves, let's look at the political capital. What is Charlene bringing over to the CPP? What do you think about her? You think she's marketable? Is she going to be selling the presidential candidate, or the presidential candidate going to be selling her to the people? Which one?
Thank you. You asked for challenge political capital, right? Take it for the fact, right? The people of Grand Bassa,
Mm.
although Charles Walker Bronston, the Council of Peace Beyond the Arches, it's late, but they still see Charlene walking in Bronston's shoes. They would, like Martina intimated, right? That when Charlene had a political rally,
Mm-hmm.
you saw an avalanche of Bazolans congregating at a particular spot to welcome her and listen to her political message. These
Mm-hmm.
are supporters of Charlene Bronston from Grand Bassa. I think you may have seen some photos on social media, seeing the assemblage of people, bro. Riverses.
Mm-hmm.
She can go Riverses and tell the people. She she doesn't need to be told, right? The people of Riverses already know that one of their sons, this is her daughter. She's not stepping in the shoe of her father. What we need to do is to pull him beyond where her father didn't reach so that she can reach that level. Charlie going as running mate to Alexander Cummings, she will get vote from Bassa, she will get vote from Riverside, she will get vote from Montserrado County, she will get vote from Mangidio. All those places that the Bazarians are. The
Mm.
message will be very simple. And
Yeah,
people let me
but Tevez, let's
that
look
big
at let's
council of
look,
Charles Walker
Tevez,
Bronston daughter.
Tevez, let's look at a
Yeah.
divided vote in Basso. Now the people of Basso, they will be divided. Normally will get a portion of the vote. Where Besonga will go, the Bazola will get him portion of the vote. Charlene will get portion of the vote. But here is the Unity Party, even though Nima County too, there'll be some divided vote, but we can see for 75 to 60% of Nimbadian have already pledged their support to a Kun ticket.
What's the yardstick? What's the
Yeah,
yardstick?
from the local things.
71?
Yeah,
71?
I can say I'm saying 60 to 65%. Let me just bring it down.
65%? Is that
Yeah,
accurate? Is
yeah,
that accurate?
that's from my own perspective, Teres. 65% of Nimbalian probably may say, "Oh, we are supporting a Kun ticket," but here is Charlene. Charlene needs to fight a Nyombli to get portion of a Nyombli vote. Charlene need to fight a Besonga to get portion of Besonga vote. Charlene need to fight even the CDC to get portion of the CDC vote. So if Charlene just go as running mate to Mr. Kumis, don't you think the Bazona will be divided when it comes to this?
Let me tell you this, right? Let me first set the record straight. Everywhere, right? All our presidential candidates will be taking a running mate from. There will be divided votes. Even in Nimba, there will be divided votes. You have Tiawan S. Gongro, the councillor who is contesting, right? You have Tiawan S. Gongro. You have people like Ida Gongro Way standing behind our brother Tiawan Gongro. You also have CDC that is working assiduously in Nimba County. You've been following the recent trend, the political trend in Nimba. Great sons, people who have won election, like for example, the current Minister of State for Post and Telecommunication, Sewa Wadona, who has won election 2 times in Nima, is also with the CDC. So for Nima, there will be divided votes, right? Even if you go Bon County, Heron Yara Nima is in the picture also. If Kumi picks Heron Yara, there will also be divided stuff there because you have Prince Moi from the United Party that will be taking some of the votes to carry to the UP. You have like Marvin Cole from CDC. You also be taking some vote there. Natana Magay, Manu, the political sanctionee, Natana Magay. He has also done some marvelous work in Bon County also. He has left some indelible marks in Bon County. There will also be divided votes in Bon County. Grand Bassa obviously will be divided. There will be divided votes. So everywhere, right? the presidential candidate that will be aspiring for the presidency, 2023 October election, right? There will be divided votes everywhere. So let's leave that issue about divided votes. Whether Besson guy goes beyond the former vice president, he will be taking some votes. Whether Besson guy goes beyond coming, he will be taking some votes. So that's just the case. Votes will be divided, but it will either be determined by the election result that will be pulled out in October. That's just it.
Okay, Martina.
For political capital, she will take both Grand Bassa, Riverside, Mount Gibby, and Monserrato. The name Bronsky appeals to these people that are in the Bassa sector. So there will be no way that Charlie will not take some of the vote for those areas that are just named. Thank you.
Martina, you said Charlene hosted a program in Grand Bassa County and the turnout was massive. Apart from Grand Bassa County, what next you think Charlene can pull out such crowd in making Mr. Estana Kumi win the presidency? You are muted, Martina.
To be honest, yeah, I was listening to what Tevez was saying, right? Then we look at Grand Bassa County first before we go to other counties. And you ask a question, and Tevez didn't address that question. I don't know whether he addressed it because I was outside. Okay, Boyka, you asked a question that if the ANC would be marketing Charlene or Charlene would be marketing the ANC.
Yeah.
But from the time ANC was funded up to now, for me to see a member within the ANC with huge constituents, even more than the standard bearer, is Charlene Bronsky. Why can't you know that? It's Charlene Bronsky.
Let me just point you something, Martina. I think I answered the question, but it didn't go the direct way you wanted, right?
Okay.
It is either way. It is either way, right? Charlene brings something to the table.
She brings something to the table.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're not bringing her. ANC is not bringing Charlene Bronsky. Charlene Bronsky going to bring the ANC. She's going to market the entire ANC.
Man, the ANC been doing some work in Grand Bassa County too also.
Tevez, going to go work in Grand Bassa County and working with somebody that is already well known in the county, somebody that father left a legacy. If they're not Charlene Bronsky, all the work they've been doing in Grand Bassa County, trust me, if they go to Grand Bassa County because of Charlie, they will pull the cry. And I want to say this. Let me say this. I know some people will not be happy about it. But when we talk about sharing the vote today, now this election in Grand Bassa County, when we talk about sharing the vote, Charlene will carry 75%. Besanga Fide Yombly will share the rest.
Why you say so? Because Yombly have won election there twice as senator.
Okay, Boyka, Yombly have won election twice with unity. Yombly have won election twice with unity. But now the Bazodian feel that Yombly is against Charlie Bronsky, the funny father of Liberty Party. We don't need rocket scientists to tell us this. Everybody know that Charlie Bronsky and Yombly Kanga Lawrence, they are not on the same path. And Boyka, remember what a meaning. Charles Walker Bronsky, he died. But a lot of people in helping Grand Bassa County. And because of that, the people are going to follow his daughter because of that. And seeing Yombly, what happened between she and Bereti and things that caused chaos, that made the party to go, everybody to go their separate way today. She get her fashion, Bereti get her fashion. One, the people already blaming the Yombly fashion for what happening within Liberty Party. Two, Yombly and Charles Walker Bronsky, daughter, Charlene Bronsky, they are not on the same path anymore. So today, if they say open vote, Charlie Bronsky going to carry 75% of the vote in Grand Bassa County. We don't need rocket scientists to tell us that, Boyka. Charlie Bronsky has proven the division between the United Party folks along with Charlie Bronsky and Yombly Kanga Lawrence. Let's look at the program that Yombly had and look at the program that Charlie Bronsky had. Even if today ANC folks say they're going to Grand Bassa County to go name their VP running mate, even if Charlie will not be named, the matter of fact, Charlie is with ANC. Charlie will put crowd, then even what Yombly did, they're going Sunday. Even they say tomorrow, Yombly will have program and Charlie have program. Charlie will pull the crowd more than Yombly Kanga Lawrence. Because the people mind have made up. They get out one way. They already blaming the Yombly fashion for what happened in Liberty Party. And then she and Charlie Bronski, they are not on the same path anymore. So because of that, the majority stand now with Charlie Bronski, the Yombly fashion.
And let's tell him Bwaka. You know, I don't know whether you guys observed something, right? The program that was held on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see the posting of so many photos and that of videos, you know, that will like
No, the
focus
people
on
want that they didn't want on the program.
Moby Stars, yeah, Martina, you get it right. That's why I was driving, right? More people left Morovia to Bassa. They went to Bassa.
No, when it comes to that, Tevez, let me come in. When it comes to that,
I come in, Bwaka. That's the point I'm trying to make, right? It just tells you that one, people that used to support Nyombli Kanga Lawrence, the senator, they are vexed. Some of them are mad with the decision that Joseph Yuma Bwaka made by not picking her. For that, she have lost support. Even with the way she's going, Bwaka has let her down. He didn't carry her as his running mate. They are mad. They are finding another political home. So you find out that the crowd, those people that used to assemble to welcome Yombli, the darling girl of Grand Bassa County, you didn't see it. All of that we saw majority of our friends from Montserrat County, Monrovia, going there to grace the program with few of the people from Grand Bassa County. People are mad
Tevez, with the just in the program, the program was announced at the 11th hour. No, and Akami Tevez, the program was announced at the 11th hour, and it was just like few hours of publicity in between before the program was heard. So my point here is that, okay, this is the Alternative National Congress, or the CPP. They have planned 2 weeks for the naming of their vice running their vice presidential candidate in Grand Bassa, which will be Charlene. 2 weeks preparation. Now Musa Berete and his folks, they are now going to take more money, cash, or whatsoever resources, reach out to the Bazola in Grand Bassa to pull out more crowd, to make it appear that they have control over Grand Bassa, over a Nyombli that just hosted a program there. Remember, Nyombli and her folks, they had a program in just 2 days' time. The announcement was made, and people, you don't just catch people unaware that you're having a program and what's you expect them to go there. That's one thing. The second thing here is this: early preparation, long timing is another thing. The 2 weeks that the Alternative National Congress gave Mr. Cummings to name his running mate is to enable them mobilize more folks to attend their program in Grand Bassa County, to make it appear that, oh yes, we have control of Grand Bassa County. Tevez, let's forget about who's getting higher crowd.
Was the program held outside of Yombli Steering?
It was here in Grand Bassa.
So what's the issue? The program was held in the latest backyard. You going to transfer people from Manjidi, you going to transfer people from Montserrat. She represents Grand Bassa County. So which mobilization strategy or time that you need to have people assemble? You don't need it. The program was held right in Grand Bassa County, in the woman's county.
This is why you are mistaken about politics. Politics, you have supporters, but you don't have control over your supporters. You have no. Akami Martina, let me just end. I'm saying this. You have your supporter, but you don't have control over your supporters on whether they attend program at any time. You are not the one feeding them. You can't just sit there and tell them, say, oh, our holding program today, they just leave their basic schedule and they come over to your place. No, Tevez,
Waga,
you have to
Waga,
tell it ahead
Waga.
of time. So
No,
that's why
Waga,
we
if people,
have to
if
look
people believe, if people believe in you, Waga, if people believe in you, if that 3 hours, 4 hours, they say that they will cover to get to that program in time, they will do it. Waga, this program was never held outside of Grand Bassa County. You have a whole week, an entire week.
Please allow me come in.
You have an entire week on Facebook, on the zero radio stations in Grand Bassa County, airing that Dr. Yima Bwaka will be coming to Bassa with the Liberty Party Yombly faction endorsing his candidature.
Okay.
1 week they have. Momo lasting. So what the time they need it? No time? Is that what you're saying, Bwaka?
All right.
Yeah,
Let me come in.
Bwaga, I want to disagree with you when you say people don't have control while they are supporters. Bwaga, to support a political leader, it comes with a lot of responsibility. It comes with commitment, loyalty to that person at any time to be able to heal to their core. What our publicity will make, publicity will not make. I want you to know this today. Everything Wombly went through with her party, some people believe that the Unity Party was to pick her as vice running mate, especially the county she from. And she was never picked. And today, the people seeing what she's going to endorse that same party. Some people are angry they will not go there. And because of that, a lot of people didn't show up to show her support. When you look at that program, almost everybody on that program, I know them. That people from Mosorado right here. People who transported themselves to go there. That's why you see the whole program. Nobody will tell you, say, oh, let it cry here. You know, normally in Liberia, politics is about cry. The people believe that when the crowd show off, they wish me you in a league. You understand? Nobody show photo of crowd. Everybody transported themselves from Morovia. I didn't see people from Great Bassa did not attend the program. And that's why Yombly see you. You think Yombly not know that our county people are angry about what happened? You think she don't know? That's why she didn't waste her time for her to say, let us schedule it for women. If Yombly was saying, let us schedule this thing one with me carry up publicity so my people will be aware, they could give her that time because they need her at this time. But she couldn't because she know her people is angry. And even she carry on publicity, her people will not come out. So to save face and hold that she still gets standing ground, even though she get ground, the day the dust settle, Yombly people will still come back to support her. But till the dust gets settled, Yombly is shaking Grand Bassa County.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this question. Mosorado, Nimba, Lofa, Grand Bassa, Cape Mount, Bombay, and other counties. Which county the ANC is really new in? Which county that people really support ANC in?
For now, Bwaga. For now, the ANC, which county they were new in and people really support them because of Charlie Bronsky. I want see Grand Bassa right now for now. Grand Bassa is the more country that supporting ANC.
Martina, let's exclude ANC, Charlie. Which country really ANC is well known in right now?
Apart from Grand Bassa County?
No, I said Mosorado, Grand Bassa, and other counties.
It's Grand Bassa.
You say Grand Bassa.
It's Grand Bassa County. Yeah, because they get candidates that sell it well.
For me, I say Mosorado in a sense that because only Mosorado, a lot of people know ANC in. And what I'm asking this question is this.
Knowing you and voting for you are two different things. But I want you to know this.
You talk about crowd. The ANC had a program, the retire rally, tire suffering rally in Mosorado County that they are well known in. Look at the turnout, even with the publicity that they made, even with the cash, we all saw that money was exchanging hand in Mosorado County here. You saw the turnout there for the retire suffering rally. So can we base on that? Oh, Mr. Kumi is now well known in Mosorado County. We can do that. Mr. Kumi is well known in Mosorado County and people do know him. So when you guys saying that the turnout at it just in the program was not massive, I would sit and wonder how long was this program playing and how long was the retire suffering rally playing in Mosorado County? And money that was exchanged hand in a retire suffering rally was never exchanged in the just in the program in Grand Bassa County. You guys know of that. So if we are talking about crowd, Let's look at that. Let's look at the entire suffering rally in most rural county for the ANC TVS. Let's look at that.
You know, politics in this country is about season.
Mm.
And I understand your role, Baka, being the host, you want to play the devil advocate role. And where you would like to be the twin mother. So I will not hold you for that, right?
Mm.
Politics in this country is about season. At the time, let me take you back as far as June 7, right?
Mm.
When the people felt it was necessary to come out and protest and gave a petition to their government, they came out. They came out with the entire suffering stuff. The people said, we are about to go to election.
Mm.
This is not time for protest. Since this government can listen whenever we protest, the best to do is to go to election. Last year the program was held, so they said next year we're going to election, which is this year. So since this government, according to them, is a Fakao government, we will do away with the protest and come in with the powerful tool we have, that is our vote. So that's why you felt many people at the time, they were saying, we will not protest, we will wait. How long from now to 2023? Send the people that Fakao again listen, will go to the ballot box and have them ousted. That was the time. That's why I said politics in the country is about season. So the people felt at the time the entire suffering rally wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. They could just wait until October of this year to go to the ballot box and have this government ousted, because many a time people have protested. The Vanguard Student Unification Party, the SUP, the boys, they are protested. No outcome. The June 7 protest, no outcome. The January 6 protest, no outcome. The Concumba, Martin calling them a groom, the 16 billion stuff, the protest, no outcome. So the protest, since the government cannot yield to protest, we just wait for the ballot box in October so that we can have the ousted. That's why you see many people didn't attend the protest. I don't think it was for any other reason. But for me, I felt that way. I think Martina also felt that way. And many others felt that way, that they could not go and protest, because protesting will be a waste of time to this government, because this government doesn't listen. The only best is to have them voted out of power. I think that is the case.
Okay, so Martina, you want to chip in before we go, or we should continue from because if
yes, and let me just buttress on what Tevez said, right? And I want to correct something that you said from the beginning before Tevez come in. You said that Elizana Cummings is well known in Moserado County. Right now,
yes.
Bwaka, we are in a political situation. When we're talking about well known, I know Elizana Cummings, but am I going to vote for Elizana Cummings? You're going to vote for Elizana Cummings? Maybe, but I'm not going to vote for Elizana Cummings. In Moserado County, yeah, we know who the people want in Moserado. You understand? And Bwaka, I want you to know this. Because of Charlie Bronski in Grand Bassa County, the vote ANC will put in Grand Bassa County during the presidential election. They will not put it in no counties. I want you to let people save this video. Alexander B. Cummings, the vote he will put in Grand Bassa County, he will not put that vote in no other counties. Yes. Because the people, they're ready to make their daughter proud. They're ready to prove to the world that because of Charlie Bronski and because of her, we voting for this and so candidate, so they will do everything to make her proud this election.
Tevez, Cummings is seen like a person that is feeding on the remnants of other political leaders when it comes to the pick of VP. He ran behind Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn turned him down. He ran behind Nyombli, that he himself divided the Liberty Party, and later thought that he could work with Nyombli. And Nyombli said it was a trap. Her statement in Grand Bassa County that it was a trap if she should have accepted to work with Mr. Alexander Cummings or going with him as running mate. So why is it so difficult for Mr. Cummings to select a running mate, feeding from the remnants of other people? When Bwaka left Nyombli and took Jeremiah Kun, the only option that he himself thought as Mr. Cummings was to go for Nyombli. That was left by Mr. Bwaka. So and Kun that he previously went to here a team. Kun turned them down. Later on, they moved to Nyombli. From there, there are a lot of other names that now Besonga Finley is letting them down because Besonga Finley thinks that he has already won the senatorial seat in Grand Bassa County. So he's not going to give in to Mr. Cummings for the vice presidential position. Why is it so difficult for Mr. Cummings to select a running mate, and he thinks that he can dip from the remnants of others that have already selected theirs?
Thank you. I will now use your word to say it is difficult for Mr. Cummings. And I think we all know months back, there was a committee set up by the ANC, the political leader, to have running mates and vetted in terms of who to take and not to take. And I think the process is on. The process is on. Uh, like for the former vice president, you saw when the last election, how long it took for him to get it running mate. Even to this point, how long it took to select this running mate. And I don't think in your word you said remnants. I don't think it is remnant because to choose a running mate, you should have implicit and explicit confidence in that person. You should have that confidence in that person. You're not just go take anybody. You cannot just go take anybody to be a running mate. So I don't think it is difficult for Mr. Cummings in choosing his running mate. When the appropriate time comes, they have up to July for candidate's nomination. They still have time to work in that space to choose their running mate. But for me, I don't see it as difficult. People are recommending people to him take the person, and the committee goes about going after that person and bringing it to them. If that person rejects it, so be it. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't display anything.
But Tevez, his folks were there pressurizing other people to go about selecting a running mate when they themselves knew that they never had anyone in their closet that they were depending on to carry as running mate. So it's so laughable that now they are still in search of running mate, and they were pressurizing the Unity Party and Mr. Bwakai for selecting a running mate. Here they are now. They can't find one from anywhere.
Let me say this. Don't mind the Facebook rhetorics and stuff and what have you. These are all Facebook rhetorics. I'm sure that Comey has somebody in his mind. And it could have been announced this gun convention in Nima over the weekend. It could have been announced. But the ANC wants to show her political strength. That person that they will be naming. You listen to the how they call it, the suggestion made by the former chairman of the ANC, the point made by the former ANC. The time requested for is to give that particular candidate that will be selected to go as running mate to not Joseph Baraba, Alexander Comey, so that they can have enough time to mobilize in that particular county to send a message, a political message. But in my mind, I think Comey has somebody he has already considered, but it's just a matter of preparation to have a big ceremony like similar thing that United Party wants to do in Nima with Jeremiah Kun.
Okay, so Martina, before you come in, Tevez, if you say Kumi, let me just please try to correct me here. He now have somebody in mind, or he was having somebody in mind from the beginning before they were his supporters were asking Bwakai to go ahead and come up with his running mate. If he has somebody in mind, why did he reach out to Nyombli that was later on, left out by Ambassador Bwakai? Why did he? If he knew that somebody was there already to carry as his running mate, I don't think there was any means of him going to Nyombli to contest with him. It is now that Nyombli said no to him. The only option here now is to go to how do you call her? Shalim. So we can say after everybody have let him down, the only option that is left now is challenge. So that's the only person you have in mind.
I think the committee forwarded so many names. Yombi Tanga Lawrence was one of those names. Yombi Tanga Lawrence was one of those names. Charlie was one of those names. Heron Yala was one of those names. Bezonga was one of those names. I think in my mind. So if almost like, for example, right, you have about 5 different soups on the table to eat. For that moment, you say, oh, a morning fast soup, I will choose pambato to eat for that moment. Does it mean that you didn't have choice to make for that instant moment? You have choice, but you have several other soups on the table that you only pick the one you wanted to pick. So that's just it. I think several names were on the table for ANC Cummings to pick, and I think he has resolved on somebody, and it's just about time that he announces that person.
Can I come in?
Yeah, so Martina, before you can tell us when was Nyombli name forwarded to Mr. Cummings?
Ever since, prior to
I think since since Baka name is running mate, that was the time
no,
forwarded to Cummings. I
no.
beg you, man.
There were political negotiations in the back. Boy, there were political negotiations in the back. It was not only due to when Baka name is running mate. There were political negotiations in the back. So don't think that because Baka left Nyombli out, that's the reason why they are running for Nyombli. There were absolutely things that were discussed in the back. Political negotiations were in the back. So Nyombli being one of those persons that were there, they saw it, since Baka didn't take her, or Nimo already there on the list to go after her. So they wanted to use that opportunity to get her and stuff because
okay, Martina, come in.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say this, Kevin. I want to respectfully disagree with you, right? Waka is actually finding it difficult. Kumis is actually finding it difficult to get a running mate. And let me say this: nobody should say because Kumis finding it difficult to get a running mate, that's making a bad leader. No. Politically, we don't know Mr. Kumis. For I, Martina Konate, when he asked me, I would say Kumi is desperate to win state power. Politically, I don't know him. I don't know anything about Kumis. The reason that you see Kumis finding it difficult to get a running mate, Liberian politicians, not only Liberian politicians as whole, they always on the winning side. If Kumis were having the number, some of the people putting their self-foot, some of the people sending their name, they now start bribing Kumi camp. We know what happened. We know what been happening in this country. Some of the people sending their name, bribing the Kumi camp so Kumi can pick them as his running mate. But because he don't have that popularity, they see that he got no weight in this election. That's why he finding it difficult to get a running mate. And that does not make him a bad leader. Yes, that's my take on the whole issue.
Okay, so folks, we are here to Sylvester Teves now, Bwakai Amara Kamara, and Martina Konate. We are here making our analysis, and we will open the phone line later on, and you will form part of the discussion. So we'll transition now. Let's look at the just ended program. We are finished. We are done with Mr. Cummings and his side. Let's focus now on the support of Nyombli to Ambassador Bwakai. This the same weekend, Nyombli and Mr. Delon and other folks within the faction of their part of the Liberty Party declare their support to Ambassador Bwakai. What does that mean for the Unity Party? Let's begin with Teves.
Thank you. I will not sit on this platform and say that Yombli doesn't have some level of political capital in our country. Somehow it is an added advantage to the United Party. And then it increases their support base. And then although they are not satisfied, because what they actually wanted, they didn't get it. They wanted a VP slot, something that even allowed them or made them to boycott the announcement that was made by Ambassador JMB naming Kun as his running mate. But in all fairness, right? In all fairness, like I said from the initial, I
Mm-hmm.
will be a bit objective when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to these kind of discourses. In all fairness, in as much that Naomi Kanga Lawrence remains the senator of Grand Bassa County, she commands some support, she commands some respect, equally so as Darius DeLong. You
Mm.
know, these are the two popular people within the labor, the Yombli camp. Because I wouldn't, I don't want to say Liberty Party because we all witnessed the recently held opinion of the Supreme Court on the Liberty Party case, which Senator Lawrence is no more the political leader, although she's still contesting that she remains the political leader. And, so Yombi Kanga Lawrence and Darius Dillon, the two most popular people in the Yombi camp, and pledging their support, recommitting themselves to the presidential bid of Ambassador Juma Bwaga. I think it has increased the support base of the United Party in all fairness.
Okay, but let's look at Teves. Let's look at with this ongoing saga that is still lingering among them. Do you think because Musa, when right after the program in Grand Bassa, I heard Musa on a local radio station that Nyombli doesn't have the right to declare support for any other person in the country without his acknowledgement. And then now we are seeing this. Musa is even threatening a lawsuit against her again at the court. Where are we? Do you think this understanding, misunderstanding, will it bring any tangible to any political party that the both guys, the Musa, the Nyombri, are supporting in these upcoming elections?
Although the Supreme Court ruled and acknowledging and upholding all of the decisions
Mm.
taken by the Liberty Party under the stewardship of Musa Belete as chairman, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now it places Nyombi in a position of not being the political leader, but yes, stay because if you witness the program on Sunday, you saw the scarf wrapped around Yombi's neck bearing the LP, Liberty Party, LP and PL, meaning Liberty Party political leader. So I don't know in which, in her mind, right?
Mm.
She spoke in the capacity as the political leader of the Liberty Party. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's where the point of contention is. Musa Belete is contending that she's no longer the political leader of the Liberty Party. And if she should be sued by Musa Belete, it will be on that basis. But I think Musa is saying that she should have gone in or individual capacity as Yombli Kangan Lawrence and the senator of Grand Bassa County, not in the name of political leader of the Liberty Party to endorse the candidature of Ambassador Joseph Yima Bwaka and the United Party. I think that's where the point of contention is. If she should have gone in her individual name, Yomi Kanga Lawrence, Senator of Grand Bassa County, to endorse Ambassador Joseph Yima Bwaka, I don't think Musa would have a problem with that. But
Yeah,
going
but
in the name of the political leader of the Liberty Party, I think that's where the problem lies.
Teves, I'm confused here. I'm totally confused and lost. Musa said he expelled a particular person from her position. So I don't think he should have any problem with her endorsing any other person. Once you have expelled somebody, probably if the person does anything, you can say that just a rumor and blah blah blah. She's not doing it in the name of a party. But you can't expel somebody. Then when the person go about doing things, then you still coming up with some information telling like brave people that this person is acting in your own capacity as X, Y, and Z. I thought Musa expelled this lady from the party already.
So
So why should
under
he
our
have
laws,
problem?
under our laws, they get something they call impersonation, right?
Mm.
Apparently, it feels that Yombi is impersonating as being the political leader of Liberty Party. So, like your case the other time, somebody printed an article and said they are Bwaka Kamara going
Mm.
around extorting money from people. That impersonation. The person impersonated as Bwaka Kamara going from business people to business people taking money. On that basis, we intended suing the person, but we couldn't lay out on the person. So now that's a similar case. Anyombi is no more political leader of the Labour Party, according to Musa Belete, according to what I think the opinion that was there by the Supreme Court, that all the decisions that Musa took, it was legally correct, and the expulsion of Musa, the suspension of Labour of Nyombi, everything, the Supreme Court held Musa's decision, and in compliance with the law, they say he was right, and I think it was from that point that Musa is now coming from contesting the position of the senator of Grand Bassa County as being a political leader. He feels that she's no longer the political leader. Why should she use that title and go and endorse Ambassador Yuma or Jose Yuma Boga as the political leader of the Labour Party?
Thank you, Tevet. Let me buttress on what Tevet is saying. Boyka, I don't think you know me when it comes to Belete. I don't mean Belete. We don't see eye to eye. But what Tevet is saying is truth. I watched Belete after the program when he was in studio talking at Tabata, but people were posting about it and teasing. He's not angry that Yombly endorsed Unity Party for this 2023 election. He's angry because she's using the party logo and the party name. That's where the problem coming from, in which the Supreme Court have already ruled in this case, and they gave the right to Musa Belete, and they said she was wrong. She's not allowed to use Unity Party name except they can settle everything, because every decision that Belete took is stand, and they recognize the Belete fashion, not the Yombly fashion. And for Yombly to go in Grand Bassa County and declare her support for the Unity Party using the logo of the ALP, that's where the problem coming from. And trust me, if Belete sue Yombly because of this, he's going to win the case. Yes, the law is backing Belete. The law is protecting criminal. Not only the law, everybody protecting their own criminal. Today, if Samuel Twaple support to any political party, you will not hear nobody talking about Samuel Twaple being a criminal. Everybody going to worship him. Everybody will support him because why they want to win election. And the ordinary people fall for this trap. At the end of the day, they bear the full weight and the consequences.
Okay, so we'll open the phone lines on 0770-102-102, 886-010-383, 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Yeah, once again, the WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Bwakai Amara Kamara Teves Na and Martina Kunate, we are here this morning. Giving some analysis about the happenings over the weekend. So you can be a part of the conversation now by placing your calls to 0770-102-102. Let's see if we can take this person on the line here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Bwaka. Thank you so kindly for me to be the first caller. Let me say it to your panelists.
Your name, and where you calling us from? Your name, where you calling us from?
This is Jackson Bumba, and I'm calling from the Ralph Yahweh. If we continue to follow and quote gibberish from Musa, you will mislead your audience. The Supreme Court ruling did not say Musa Belete is right to expel or suspend the political leader. No. The ruling said, in keeping with law, once you elected an official of an institution, you have a legitimate to file that institutional document, that different document in keeping with their regulation. They did not say you were right to expel the political leader. No. That's not what the ruling said. Fast forward, there are few things I want to know today. The suspect in Grand Bassa County with Liberty Party. Liberty Party is one of those countries that are not being involved with too much regionalism. Our country is so involved with the religious belief, not only the Christian background. So Liberty Party has been doing well because the Liberty Party connection with churches across Grand Bassa County under the supervision and watchful out of wedding daughter about standards and the father of Nobitanga Lawrence.
Okay.
That program was the number they not double or triple because it fell on Sunday and it was Mother's Day. Our people in Bassa don't do those kind of program.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was on Mother's Day. That's according to him. Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you hearing me, brother?
Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from?
This is Elijah calling from Minnesota. Thanks for having me, and thanks to Martina Kevin for the brilliant analysis. Let me start by saying, if you guys going to be on the show and making these type of great analysis, it would be necessary that you guys have some document with you guys. Costa usually do, like the ruling from the court. Musa Berete is claiming the ruling from the court say this and say that. At least if you guys get his ruling within your range, you can know exactly what the court say instead of or just guessing or re-saying what Musa Benedict say. Now this is my point. I'm from Grand Bassa, and I know the Grand Bassa factor. Now that normally I pledge your support to Bueka, and Cummins is about to take Charlie. We shouldn't forget the most ability factor in Grand Bassa County when it comes to the Liberty Party. We Bassa people, we just don't forget. If I will take your attention back, if you can remember the way LPC, the rebel LPC left from Picano, they never left from Picano because of another angle chased them. They seriously chased them out of Picano. So nobody should forget the most ability factor simply because Nyobli have pledged your support somewhere else. Okay. Now, Musa Berete now is not for coming to win election, is to disgrace Nyobli Kanga Lawrence, and he has successfully win Ellis Cummins over to join to disgrace Nyobli instead of focusing on his presidential bid. I think he have one comments on that. Okay, so the whole now is on Nyobli. They don't care whether they lost the election anymore.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we'll take this other person here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name is joining us from?
This is Joe. Calling you from Johnson Road.
Welcome. Take 1 minute, Joe.
Yeah, you know, I can only send the guys. I started my brother from Mingba. And then you only send if the Supreme Court broke now Chairman Musa Bedete, any decision that the Chairman Musa Bedete Executive Committee took the stand. They didn't know that today. The man said the chairman, and the chairman is come up and say that yeah, the Executive Committee said that the protocol here is expelled. So what do you think? They have to go draw or read paper? We don't say that. And let me tell you something. On our pocket, continue to dance with the devil. I'm not saying that. They don't respect the rule of law of the Supreme Court. And this Musa Benete Liberty Party say and proper reason do not do business with those force. And on our pocket sit there and allow nobody to use Liberty Party. Which Liberty Party are you carrying to pocket?
All right.
Nobody. I think nobody should have said I enjoy pocket. Even use United to use Liberty Party and made it to change endorsement because that is not.
Okay, thank you so much. We get your point already. Let's take this person. We have a very long line this morning. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Baka. Yeah. My name is Nya. I am calling from the state of Indiana. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for accepting my call this morning. Well, I want to make this clear to the Liberian people. Look, Charlie coming on the ticket of Cummins, it will change the trajectories of our elections come October. I'm saying this because Charlie, if Cummins happen to win the election, young people, even you that are sitting in our studio, you will be represented at the executive mansion through Charlie. It will be the first time in the history of Liberia for a young person like that to become a vice president.
So you are advising that So you are advising that she let go of her representative ambition and go as a vice to Cummins, right?
I think this is a perfect opportunity for her, and she should grab it and run with it. As long as she appealed to her supporter, as long as she appealed and convinced her supporter on the representative base level, and her supporter gave her the go ahead. Yes, indeed, this is a perfect opportunity. She should grab it and run with it.
Okay, thank you so much. Let her grab it and run with it. The lines are long this morning, Everybody want to make part of me say fun part of the discussion. Let's take somebody from this line. They've been calling me. Good morning. Your name is joining us from.
Good morning, Baka. This is Jude Jelume. Thank you for 40 minute time. Baka, let's get this clear. You know, when Mr. Cummings, after he lost the election, when he said about the 3%, about Benjamin Sandy, Musa Berete, and somebody, 3 of them, he said, my people, let them go. I expected for Benjamin Sandy as my son to replace me tomorrow that could move him. But saying they went along, thank you, along with the vice chairman at that time that he chooses, which were the men from FDA, from Nima County. He said the 3 of them, he called them in. He said, let them go. They are frustrated the party and we are frustrated. But today, don't forget that identical Musa related issue. We're now working in Grand Bassa County. With Charlie coming on, I think Charlie got a bright future to go as representative and win. But when she go with Cummings, she will not get up position and she will lose. So the only thing I can advise her, let you go back and run for her representative in the 3, she will win. But when we come in, they will now give no factor. And let me say this to my own sister. Look, this thing here is not about fighting one another. We know that maybe today you say you're not supporting Waka ticket, no problem. That's your right. Nobody can put you for that. But I'm telling you, the election librarian people are made a man at 50 years plus. When the people say they for you, they for you. I don't care how it ends. The breeze is blowing to work Waka and I want everybody running.
Thank you so much. A voice of a united partisan. You can hear it from him. Let's take this person on this line here. Good morning. Okay, let's take somebody from the diaspora. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from.
My name is Harrison K. Soso. I'm calling from the state of New Jersey.
Welcome, Mr. Soso.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my brothers on the line, including Konate. Let me say this, right? Charlene shouldn't fool herself. And I want for you to remember what I'm telling you. Charlene, her engagement, her involvement, this is politics. The people are resolved to making Yusaboka president. I'm telling you, I want for you to re-echo or replay this call. Charlene, when even when the representatives seat as she's anticipating, let me tell you, politics. Charlene will have a contender. If Charlene leaves herself away from the normally cameras endorsement activity toward JND, she will have no fighter politically in Grand Bassa. And I want her to understand this. The people are resolved to making sure Jusa Baka is elected president.
All right.
That's what I want to say.
Thank you so much. Guys, we'll take 1 minute each on the issue about young. A lot of people are bringing the issue about young. Charlene is not a young girl. Charlene is closer to a 40, let me say 50 now. I don't know. I stand to be corrected whether 40 or 50. But people keep
47 years old.
47. Question going few months, let me say a few years from now, she'll be on 50. But people keep saying young. They are supporting or they are pushing the analogy of Charlene being young. In this particular case, that Mr. Cummings is selecting her. Martina, Becky, let's take 1 minute on this. You listen to the callers, the previous callers that call in. I just want you to make your point on their previous statement. Then tell us can come in 1 minute too. Then we'll take a few more calls because we are running out of time. Martina, come in.
Okay, Boyka, let me say this. If people think by electing people because they are young going to change the dynamics in our country, they didn't start fooling themselves. The government that we get today, a lot of young people serving in position. But what are they doing? Look, I go to the gender ministry, Peaceful Time, Mamesi Kabad there. What are they doing? They rape a lot of women under their regime, more than even when the old people were ruling. Look at the city house today, where you get Jafasi Tamakoshi, one of the youngest mayor ever in our history. What are you doing there? He blundered. So they look for young people with that potential that are going to push the gender of the people forward and stop talking about young people. If you elect the wrong young people, they're going to marginalize their young fellow because they think power is in their hand. So let's forget about young. Let we look for mature young people that get country at heart, that get love for their people, that will push the agenda of their people in their country. The young people in ourselves in Israel, we are government, every one of them blunder. Every one of their blood, I dare you to show me any young people, any young person in Georgia government that making progress, that make with the young people proud. Every one of their blood. So why are we pushing about young people? That will change the dynamic and focus on people who get love for country.
Teves, 1 minute.
Thank you. She is young, yes, because she's as per her age, whether 47 or 48, she's part of our generation. Charlene is part of our generation. And let this not be the issue about young or old, right? It is about having the requisite experience and qualification to have a particular task performed. Does Charlene have it? It will be a resounding yes. Charlie is qualified. Charlie is educated. Charlie being one of the co-founders of the CWB, the Child Walker Bronski law firm. Even when her father was alive, she was one of the co-founders. She's a managing partner now as we speak. And, you know, Charlie is qualified in every aspect. So for her being picked, if she should be picked by ABC, I think it will be an added advantage to the ANC and also to Charlie Bronski herself. So for me, I'm not just looking at the age of being young. Being young, they don't have the qualification or the requisite credential to perform a particular task is what matters. But she's young, she's a member of our generation, she's also qualified, she also has experience to have a particular task taken on.
Okay, so but let's Martina, within 30 seconds, let's just look at her recent coming into our body politics, because she's not known politically. She just surfaced recently in our body politics. What do you make of that? Let's take 30 seconds each, please.
Okay, Boyka, for Charlie just surfaced in our body politics, but I want to say that she surfaced in a wrong direction. Charlie surfaced, and why you see Charlie name is everywhere today because of her late father. Boyka, what people get one parable in Maningo, it means your father legacy, you should always fight for it to live on. Charlie was not a child when her father was betrayed by a Musa Berete and Ben Sevi. And I listened to a recording where I listened to of life from Senator Dillon, where he said that what a many Child Walker Bronski once told them that if they're not careful, Berete going to take over his party. Asking to be corrected. I listened to that. And today, Charlene was not a child. No, Charlene was more closer to her father, and she know a lot about her father. For Charlene to take side with Berete, with all the character that Berete get, it just shows that if Charlene not be careful, her political ambition, she going to kill her political ambition as soon as possible. Because when you surface in politics, Boyka, you need to associate with the right people at the right time to rebrand yourself. You don't associate with the wrong people and expect positive result. That's my take on that.
The question could be who that right person is. If she align with the Unity Party, other people will say they are not the right people.
No,
if she
align with
the CDC,
about the Unity Party. It's not about the Unity Party, right? Boyka, what happy people seeing it to be about Delon? Even though, let me say this, Boyka, you know, on so many occasions I told you people, Delon and Yombly, they behave very bad because the entire war, they war there about this criminal called Musa Berete. But let's accept the mistake have been made. But let Charlie look at if the Unity Party, if the Liberty Party is died down today, let you know that her father legacy died down. Yombly legacy not died down. Dylan legacy not died down. It's Charles Walker Bronski legacy that going to die down. And as a daughter of Charles Walker Bronski, if I were Charlie, I will stand my ground and make sure and see my father legacy live on. And his grandchildren will take over.
All right.
I will not associate with a criminal.
Let me come in.
Yeah, Teves, coming quickly.
It is a known fact, right? It is a known fact that the Liberty Party was founded on the basis of law and has treaded on the path of law. Now, let the blame not be shifted to challenge. There were root causes of what Labour Party is what it is today. As a matter of fact, Charlie is on record warning those people that were in charge of the Labour Party concerning Musa Berete. I hope you're getting me. Concerning Musa Berete. They didn't listen. They had Musa Berete incorporated to the nooks and crannies of the party. Today, Musa Berete, I think he's the political leader of the party now. You know, so you can blame Charlie for this. You cannot blame Charlie for this. So Charlie, the case has been in court. The Supreme Court coming up with ruling in favor of the party. Musa Berete recognizing Musa Berete and recognizing other structures and stuff of the party and stuff and what have you. So Charlie being cognizant of the fact that the Labour Party has always subscribed to the function of the law, has always treaded on the path of the law. He has no option. Charlie has no option but to go in line with what the law says. So in this light, you cannot blame Charlie for this. Blame those people who have caused the root, who have caused this embarrassment to the party. You cannot blame Charlie for this. Charlie is on the side of the law. Yeah.
Tevez, can I ask you this question? Can I ask you this question? Can two wrong make right? Can two wrong make right?
Two wrong from which angle, Martina?
Okay. You just stated that Charlie Bronski won the legs of Yombly and Dara's Dillon, right? Granted, she was on record for that because she know the character within Musa Berete. But her aligning with Musa Berete, will that make her right? Two wrong cannot make right.
No, what the law says, she's on the side of the law.
Before even the law says, you know how one podcast on Charlie Bronski warning her to not allow her father legacy to die. Before even the law says, Charlie Bronski aligned with the Berete fashion, Tevez. Before even the law, Charlie Bronski aligned with the Berete fashion. Before even that, before even the law take a court, Charlie was in line with the Berete fashion.
Charlie was seeing on both sides. She was seeing on both sides to have this matter amicably resolved. Charlie was seeing on both sides.
Charlie was not on both sides. Everybody knew that Charlie and Yomi Kanga Lawrence were into a program.
Guys, you can talk together, please. We have to make...
Let me say the point before we go, right?
Yeah.
Charlie was always seen at the both parties' functions. When Yomi having a rally, you also see your Charlie there. At one point in time, also Berete and stuff, the Labour Party. So you cannot, the blame cannot be shifted to Charlie for what Charlie is just on the side of the law. The Supreme Court has recognized the Labour Party with Musa Berete and so that's the law. That's the legal part of the thing.
All right, guys, now take some calls, please. Let's take, because we are running out of time with the radio station. Let's take this person on the line quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name, where joining us from?
I'm Richard Harry Jr. calling from Rome, Italy.
Richard, let's tell a second. We have to be snappy.
Okay. You know, Martina, we all felt bad that Aeropost was silent for the Unity Party, but we should be transparent when we come to the discourse. Coming on to say that Yobli Kanga Lawrence will carry 20 or Yobli Senator Kapier. How you call it? Person will carry 20% of the vote in Grand Basin. Charlie will carry 75% of the vote. This is comical. Someone who has not been tested in election yet, you don't use your father's popularity and you say you can win or vote in a county. Okay. For example, the late American son, he contested in Grand July. What happened is fucking. Is that because your father sent a legacy that means that you are going to use your father's legacy to win an election?
Okay, thank you so much. Now take somebody from this line here. Good morning.
Good morning, Boga.
Good morning. Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
All right, my name is Josiah Smoke calling from the capital bypass.
Welcome, Jim.
Boga, let me just say this. You know, like Martina just said, or someone just said on the show, one of the colleagues, you know, they got a parable. They say the rat you caught your own Russian whipping you. Now what happened to Dillon and Honorable Yomri Kanga? Because I follow Charlie. Charlie said, I was not in favor of Musa Belede coming to the party as chairperson. I wanted, I was not in favor of it, but then to my utmost surprise, and when I saw Belede servicing as chairperson for the party, it did not go well with me. That's what she said, but then I go on the side of the law. She went there, granted. But then, now that it is looking like this, what our role to bring peace and harmony among these two prices? Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Because our Broski, we know the man he was when he was controlling the party. Including our Broski told us all this said, basically Musa Belete and Harrison Kanwe, all leaders had to go with Georgian for the addition they took. They reset our own man.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll have to take another person from this lamb. Tom Will, welcome.
How you doing, Boaga?
I'm doing pretty well. Let's go ahead, Tom Will.
How you doing, Terrell? Yeah, thank you very much. So, Boaga, Charlie have to understand what we call the cost and benefit analysis. She has to do a cost and benefit analysis. It is better to be a representative of Grand Bassa County than to be a vice president in Atlanta, Georgia. Look, they need Joseph Boaga. They need Joseph Boaga. It's a brand name. Charlie cannot Charlie Bronski will not accomplish it. Grand Bassa is not Liberia. Even if we share the vote 50-50 in Grand Bassa County, Cummins and Charlie cannot win election in Liberia. So she has to do a cost and benefit analysis.
So Tom Will, let me ask you this question. If she was asked to go as running mate to JMB, you think that's going to be okay, right?
No, my man. Charlie Bronski is a case study. This election is a very critical election. That's the reason why our leader, Henry Petro Costa, was not picked. Because Costa was going to be a case study. Okay. Let me tell you something. People who have gone to election and have won election, it is clear that they have the popularity.
All right, Tom Will, please, let's take somebody from down home. Good morning, welcome. Good morning. Let's take this person. We have to wrap up. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Paco.
Yeah, Paco, welcome.
Thank God so much. Thank God to my Pedro. Thank God to Martina. Thank God to everyone of you for the city. That part of the topic, Paco. Paco, we're talking on Charlie Bronson. Yeah, I want to find out where or pay to start Grand Bassa. Two. Yeah, I want to find out where or pay. Two in the protocol. You got to be famous. I want Martina said. You got to be famous. People got to know you. Because they are beside the education. We know the educator. She knows what she better on the education. Well, she got to be famous. She got to know the king or the policy. And two, the child of Bronson make the party for every.
Okay.
That's what Martina said. The Jackson should not die. So they won't come on. Thank God so much to Mr. Cool, and thank God to everyone what Mr. Cool went over peace. And thank God to Senator Yomri Kanga. So
okay, Paco, thank you. We take two more calls, please. Then we wrap it up on the show this morning. Yeah, let's take Abraham. There you go. Abraham, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Boaca. How you doing this morning?
Doing
good morning,
well.
Martina. How you doing?
Good morning.
Okay. Let me say this, my brother, about Yombli Kanga. You know, ability have been fighting Yombli from the day he began. I think the chairman. He been fighting Yombli. But somebody was just saying that ability intention is to disgrace Yombli. And you know, we the Bassa people, we can swallow, but when we're ready to say we're not swallowing, we will not swallow it. So we're not staying on the side for ability to disgrace Yombli, whereby he finished taking the party already. So you just forget about that. So I just want to say, Charlotte Bronski, I just beg her that she will not take this nominee that the people are talking about. It will not be in the best interest of her father, like I say. So thank you for that.
Okay. Thank you, Abraham. You guys, folks. We take our last caller because the calls are too many.
Good morning.
So good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Boaka. Mr. Good morning to your many listeners, the incoming President of the Republic of Liberia. Boaka, thank you very much again. You know, the issue of ability attacking youngly, it is often said, when you don't call the devil upon you, the devil will never embarrass you. The lack of youngly and Dillon, they just call this devil upon themselves. So we are only praying hard to rebuke him so he can leave their corridor because they look for it, and we are praying for them. And I want to say thanks to Yombly, thanks to Delon for endorsing the old man. We are very happy, and we stand with her in the nearby future. Somehow we will stand with her so she can be president of this country because she has listened to the public and she listened to the crowd of the public. So those who coming out, let me conclude. When issue of Belete will cry at the day. In everything about election industry selling in Nimba.
Okay, thank you. Your line just went that way. Our last caller here. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kamara.
My man, you kept calling me over and over, bro. Welcome. Yeah.
Yes. I was feeling my brother brought into call, and this is what I call because of there is the executive director of Make Liberia Great, credit for Momo Johnson. Let me say thanks to our station manager and to my beloved wife and princess on the show, Martina.
Quickly,
Mr. Let me say this about Tom. I think for me, I will have preferred Bronski, Charlie Bronski on the ticket than the so-called rescue too. Because you know why? She have no bad record in this country. She have no record that people can listen to and just get sick and die. That is number one. Number two, Charlie Bronski, she may have go on any other ticket. Go on the ticket that have to destroy a father. So I had a dream that was crying almost a thousand believe me, crying on me, and crying on Benjamin me, and also crying on your own daughter me. Okay. That's why I betray me, my daughter. Why must you have to betray me more further in my grave?
Thank you so much, Momo, for your contribution, folks. We ain't taking no more calls there. But guys, let's look at you guys keep your analysis on past legacy, the legacy her father left behind, the legacy her father left behind. Remember this. Legacy have never played any critical role in our elections in Liberia. For instance, the case scenario of Samuel Kanyado, the late Tanapoli, and other people, their children are alive and contesting in elections, but they haven't succeeded in any case. So why are you guys keep basing on past legacy, your father legacy? Yeah, let's talk.
Okay, listen to me. The Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence that we are discussing today. Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence won Grand Bassa County based on her father's legacy, not on her legacy. And to build herself within a period of time. Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence was elected bail. You know that the worldwide mission today in Liberia, it was Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence's father that brought worldwide mission. He was the one. You know that? Most of the worldwide school you see in Grand Bassa County, even in Mosorado here, you know that Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence's father, then was a huge contributor to that and make sure for that school to come to Liberia. Because of her father legacy, she was elected in Grand Bassa County, and she built herself on that. So why do you think? You think why the people of Grand Bassa County they follow Charlie Bronski? What Charlie Bronski had done in Grand Bassa County is because of her father legacy, Charles Walker Bronski. Other people, maybe their father. Listen to me, Boyka. Don't you can't compare the two. I might be working in government, I might be government officials, or I might be representative or senator. But if I don't leave a good legacy within my county, you think the people are going to support my child? People will not support my child. We in Masorada, what we know about these people, we don't know what they're doing in their county. We don't know their relationship in their county with their people. So if you stay to compare with others, like Samuel Kanyado, people might be angry. He came to power, he killed people on the level. He started going after people that were brought a war where people lost their life. And they will reject their son because of that. And yes, that's their point of view. You can't change that. Yeah, Samuel Kanya don't become president, but because of who they're working, when Samuel Kanya don't become president, Samuel Kanya don't start going after people. Samuel Kanya don't tell people on the poll and kill them. He said they were corrupt. All those things help to bring the war. A lot of crown people lost their life because of that. Yes, indeed, he refused to leave because of the people. He died here because they put IC to leave. He said he can't leave this country because his people are here. When he leave, they're going to kill his people. And he left here till they kill him. But how many people will understand that? Especially with these children, according to history, will rehistory. I will realize that all these things happened, the 250,000 people that lost their life, it was because the way when Samuel Kanya came to power, the way he proceeded, that's why making it working, and a lot of people lost their life.
Okay.
So now we look at the legacy too.
People, some of the callers and the participants on the live feed try to behave so much hypocritical, in the sense that they are saying that if not Yombly, but Charlene contests for the representative seat, she will win. Now it brings me to the question that what are some of the work that Charlene have done for we that will make her win? But when you say Comey won't take the woman ass or he is running it, then you come in to say, it will not be on father legacy, she will give vote and stuff and what have you and blah, blah, blah. That's being hypocritical, right? What got a question to you? Because those names that you listed, like Tanapoli, like the late Samuel Kanyando, because their children didn't achieve on their legacy to get political office. That means no other person can achieve that. Is that what you say? Let me ask you that question.
I've been a case study.
Your case study, it cannot be always Waka. Let us get it straight, right? Because if they didn't happen for us while we are person, it means that it can happen for this person.
Tevez until it can be. This is the case study for it right now.
So leave it open that it can be. It can be. There is no impossibility that it can be. Not because it didn't work for Bwaga, it means it can work for Tevez. So let's just leave it open, right? So the issue here is it can be. Charlie can ride on her father's legacy and come to wherever she wants to be. So it can be. There is a huge possibility associated with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, we need to wrap it up 1 minute each, then we can go because we are already out of time with the radio station. So Tevez, your parting comment quickly, please, so we can go on.
Basically, again, I want to say a big thank you twice the size of Mama Liberia. And it is a good thing that we have made the decision to join you guys on the platform and give our position on some of these critical national issues. As a matter of fact, activism has been part of my life. I've been like 18 years into this and political activism and stuff and what have you, giving our position statement and stuff and what have you. And so I think it is my conscience, my responsibility that what I've been doing over the years, right? And I can also bring it to this platform, not just sitting in a managerial office doing the managerial work, but we can also make our views heard and give our position on some of these critical national issues. I want to say thanks to Martina, thanks to Bwaga, and thanks to George Guerrero, who sat at control to make sure that this show is up to date. Thank you very much.
Martina, your parting comment, please.
Yeah, I was going for something outside and I put them my ear and Tevez are talking about people want to be very hypocritical. Tevez, that's the Liberian people right there for you. Like I said today when I was speaking, I told people, even if Samuel Toy come out today to say he's supporting United Party, the very people then who were bashing Samuel Toy, they will start to protect him. If he come out today, he say he want to join the ANC, the very people who were bashing him will try to support him. So be very hypocritical is in Liberian DNA. And that's why I don't really care about people. I do what I think is right and what I know that will please me. And I cannot please ungrateful people. I please people who I know that tomorrow, even if they're wrong, when I say the truth to them, they will accept it. We balance the argument. We will not say what in your heart. If you want for people to hear what in your heart, you can go and have your own talk show. But we're here to balance the agreement. We're not attacking nobody. We're balancing the agreement. What is right? We're looking at the political landscape and we're looking at now what happening in our country. What happened and what we're going to discuss. We're not here to discuss what favor you. We're here to discuss what actually happening in our country. This platform was built on fast. And not because of any other person, we're going to damage their platform because we want to please anybody. Their platform will remain even after the election. I want you to know this today. This platform will remain even after the election. So we're not here to please people. We're here to speak truth to the Liberian people, make them to understand the truly issue within their country. I want to say thanks to people who believe in us for our stand we take. And I want to say thanks to Boyga, thanks to Teves, thanks to George Gray, and thanks to Darlington, and thanks to my daddy, Henry Petro Costa, for keeping this platform alive based on truth, not by lies or favoring any other person. And that's what got us here today. If we were favoring people today, the platform is dead and gone. But because we're here to speak truth to power, that's what got us here today. So thanks to you all for listening.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll be back here tomorrow for another fascinating discussion. Teves, Martina, Boakai, Amara, Kamara, we are here tomorrow. Darlington will be here with us. So join us tomorrow morning with another fresh edition of the show. Up until then, is bye-bye from our end.
Thank you.